Hi, I'm Rocky Dickerson. Obviously, you've heard it all around town. Here in Las Vegas, prices are skyrocketing. When is the bubble bursting? You've even been reading articles in the newspaper, seeing stories on television about how our housing market is about to bust. So let's take a look specifically at exactly what's going on. Luckily, this market is nothing like 2006 to 2011. The current climb in housing prices reflects a strong demand amid tight supply, which is being helped along by record low interest rates. And still, underwriting standards are still strong, preventing massive foreclosures with no equity like we had between 2006 and 2011. Freddie Mac states they expect interest rates to rise to 3.4% at the end of 2021 and 3.8% at the end of 2022. These are still far below the historical averages, and thus the pace for housing sales will remain strong. Now, you can see an example here of how activity in the housing sector has been measured and what current forecasts are. While we have peaked at a record level of appreciation, forecasts are for more subtle appreciation instead of the depreciation like we saw between 2006 and 2011 here. Recently, in their quarterly meetings, the Fed elected to hold rates low and continue in the purchase of bonds. While they did note surging housing prices and even saw benefits to tapering mortgage loan purchases, they chose to remain steady for the time being. This may change in the next 6 to 12 months. Nationally, home prices have risen 15.4% in the last year, with some areas increasing to over 30%. Now, a recent news story noted that prices are overvalued by 10%, as you can see here in this quote. So let's just take a look at what they're talking about right here. We can look and see a recent Las Vegas sale that was viewed as overpriced. Looking closer, however, we see that the same home sold for close to the same price back in 2007 and basically had only regained its value that it lost in the crash of 06 to 11. So simply speaking, what we're talking about is regaining what was lost as opposed to a massive increase above market value. Now, what the media outlets didn't tell you was the balance of that story about homes being overpriced, where the very same source says that this is different than 06 to 11, where the market was fueled by lax lending standards. With today's low inventory, the market will remain strong this year, despite the headlines you see on the news. For more information about today's marketplace and how this can affect you, call your Superior Service real estate agent, Rocky Dickerson, at 702-743-7625 or email rocky@rockysellsvegas.com.